Hi guys, it's day 29 of VEDA, and today we're talking about feelings. I don't know how to pronounce it with the extra E. Feelings? Are you comfortable talking about them? With who? Do you keep things in? Do you share them? And why is it so hard to talk about feelings? Am I comfortable? Yeah, generally. With most people. With like my friends? Definitely. And even sometimes with like strangers, I'm actually more comfortable than I would be with, say, my family. Um, just kind of the relationship we have. It just wasn't something that was generally talked about in my house when I was younger. It's not something that was generally talked about with like my extended family. So you just didn't discuss it essentially. And so not in like a negative way. It just people didn't have them. It would seem anyway. That was almost kind of the impression I got from kind of a decent chunk of my family was you just came in and you were happy and you were polite and you smile and that was it. It was just all very kind of, and nothing wrong with that. It's just not the dynamic that I was used to. So when I started kind of like talking to friends and friends started opening up to me about things initially, I was just kind of shocked at this. But eventually I kind of got comfortable with it and I actually started to realize I like opening up about what's going on in my head. I like it when someone will listen about what's going on in my head. Why is it hard? I think we worry people will think, that we're weak. Uh, that the feelings are often sadness. I think when we talk about like feelings in this context, it's often a sadness over something that maybe is not the end of the world a lot of the time. Yeah, it may be like a romantic interest, or often I think with us, is a lot of our kind of generation. And I say our generation. I think most folks are kind of within that group. It's just kind of a general malaise or a depression or just this vague sense of I'm not quite fulfilled, and that's legitimate. But sometimes I think we're trained to think, oh well, you're not starving in Africa or something like that, so it's okay. But I think it's okay sometimes to talk about these things, and I think it would be better if people were a bit more open about them and a bit more upfront about them. But I understand why people aren't, and I don't ever expect anyone to be necessarily. But I totally am. I'll tell you when I'm feeling crappy. I'll tell you what's going on in my life. Pretty much, if you ask, I'll do that. And I think most people are the same. Like if you open up to them, I think very few people would actually ever kind of see it as weakness or see it as anything but just wanting to help. So oftentimes when someone will come and talk to me, I really don't know what to say. I'll be upfront with you. I don't. I'm happy to listen, but in terms of what to say, I mean, I took counselor training for a while. I got nothing most of the time. Beyond just I'm sorry. It sucks. Because most of the time, you know what? That's really all you can say about it. And people, when they come to you, they aren't really looking for the solution to the problem. They aren't looking for someone to solve everything. They're just looking for you to just say, I'm sorry. It sucks. I hope so anyway. Anyway, got a little serious for today. Tomorrow I'll have to try and pick out some bloopers. I don't know if I really even have that many bloopers, but I'm going to have to make some up. Oh well. I love your faces and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.